Hi Cancer, welcome to my channel. My name is Cam. Today, Cancer, for a meditative session, you guys got Falcon. Pisces also got Falcon last week, so I don't know if you're connected to a Pisces. I don't know if it's like a water sign thing going on, I don't know. But yeah, you guys also got Falcon. Act on the opportunity that's before you and commit to it without equivocation. So for Pisces, this was about love, and I'm wondering what this opportunity is for you, Cancer, that you're supposed to take. Like, they're confirming that you're supposed to take this opportunity. I'm not sure what it's in. I'm sure it could probably be love. It could also be a job. But yeah, they're telling you to commit to whatever is coming in for you. So I feel like there's some signs who are dealing with problems, like things pulling them back from the past. And then they're having to kind of decipher between it, right? Like if it's something I want to take or something that I want to leave behind and go forward, into something new. And I feel like with you, Cancer, there is something coming in, and I feel like it's new. I don't feel like it's past anything from the past, but we'll see when we pull cards. But they're telling you to take this opportunity, whatever it is. So let's figure out what it is, Cancer. So Cancer, this reading, I don't feel like it's you. We don't have any King or Queen of Cups out here, but I do see this masculine energy he's coming up as the King of Air, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. Again, no King of Cup. So I don't feel like this masculine is you, right? Because I feel like if it was you, it would have come up King of Cup, right? I just feel like we're talking about Cancer, right? So I think this is someone connected to you. And I feel like we've had this story before where it's, again, like they're dealing with their karma right now, this person. And what's interesting about this person is, like, I feel like you're chilling, you know what I mean? Like, you're not doing anything right now in terms of dealing with karma or dealing with any struggle. Like, I feel like you're kind of having it easy while this person is not. And I feel like this all goes back down to when this person, again, with the Falcon, they were supposed to act on an opportunity and to commit to it. And I feel like that's what Spirit was guiding them, right? Because we have a bird here, and I feel like that's what birds, they're significant in that I feel like they're spirit, right? When you see a bird, it can be spirit. Even here we have the bird, right? So I feel like you see the bird right here. The bird is telling them to go towards their desires. But this person, no surprise here, I feel like they, instead of choosing desire and maybe cup energy and feelings, I feel like they chose mental, right? They chose mind. And we can see here what they did, right? Like, they chose air over cup, right? They chose the mind over the desires, the mind over the feelings, what was logical, what made sense, even though it would hurt them. Do you see how, like, this Eight of Swords, the person is bleeding? It's like, even though this might chain me up, even though this might hurt me, I'm going to choose this over feeling. over choosing, over my desires. And obviously that's not going to lead someone to the right path, right? Like obviously this person's dealing with karma. It all comes back down to a decision that they made. They messed up. Let's be real. Like they should have obviously chosen what they desired. Spirit was telling them to choose what you desire. And like, it's crazy how many birds are coming up in the first 3 cards, right? We have the falcon, we have like the eagle here, and then I feel like we have another bird here. I'm not sure what kind of bird that is. It could be a crow. But that's what's crazy here. Like they were very much warned. They were very much told. And it's crazy because I don't feel like this person can say they were not helped, they were not warned, right? And they were not guided, right? They could have been very imbalanced, which is why, they didn't see what Spirit was telling them. And now we come to this part of the read where, again, it's like they're dealing with their karma, and I feel like they're dealing with 2 sides of a story, right? We have the light and we have the dark, right? In these 2 cards, we have the light, the dark. I'm sorry, the light, the dark, right? The cards are very similar and they're next to each other. So I feel like and then we have the 11, the body and the mind. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like this person is learning something through this karmic cycle. I think they're gonna come out of it having learned something. And what's interesting is like, I feel like they could have had this 9 of Cups, but they chose this instead, right? Like what they chose is gonna bite them in the butt. Like it's called karma, right? And I feel like they chose the wrong thing, right? So now they're going to go through some sort of betrayal. And honestly, I feel like it's a betrayal of yourself. Like when you betray yourself, right? Like I don't necessarily feel like the person they're with is going to betray them. I feel like this is an ultimate betrayal to themselves, right? Because again, I don't feel like their desires and what they thought it's like their mind and their desires were not together, right? So when your body is wanting something different and your mind is here, you're imbalanced. And instead of putting them back together so that what I want and what I'm thinking is together and they're the same thing, they were like, no, I'm not going to go towards what I want. I'm going to go towards whatever I feel like is better, like mentally, like whatever is more logical, whatever the hell they did. I don't even want to get into their energy, but yeah, they did the wrong thing, obviously. And you can see here, I feel like they chose, right? Like they blocked an Empress and they chose a Queen of Wands. Again, dealing with severe karma right now. This person, they like chose wrong. I think this was what last week's read was about. Like they chose wrong and now they're dealing with karma. But I feel like what this reading has, like the other reading didn't have, is like this person is going to see that, right? Because through this person not accepting, right? Again, we have another card of the light and dark and integration, right? And ascension. And this is in reverse. So I feel like this person, unfortunately for them, they're choosing the wrong thing. Again, we have sword energy. They're choosing mind, right? We have like sword. They chose sword, right? Here's their choice. It does not make them feel like integrated. This choice was obviously wrong. Like this person's not feeling like the integration and the light energy enter within them, right? They're not feeling that. They're not feeling balanced. There's no justice in the situation for them. They're betraying themselves, right? And I feel like that's the worst type of betrayal. When you do something like you know that you shouldn't do, but you do it anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? And like you're guided to not do it, but you do it anyway. Like again, there's a betrayal of self here. And this person is gonna understand something through this cycle. It's actually a really good thing because I feel like this karma teaches them something. And what I'm getting with this is like, I keep getting two scenarios. It's like, I think that they're in their head thinking like, I don't know if they're feeling regret, but I think they know that if they would have went the other way, they would have had this, right? Because here is like what they chose, right? They're not balanced. They kind of seem to be running around. It's like a goose without a head, like running around, right? Nothing sets off for them. Nothing starts for them. Like it's just, again, a circle. Like that's what I'm getting. I was getting a chicken running in circles without a head. And that's funny. It's like kind of like karma, right? It's like you're going through a loop again and again and again and again, and you can't really stop it, right? Like, and I feel like they thought that this was going to bring them stability. Again, they chose the choice that I feel like they thought was more, oh, this makes more sense and it's going to make me stable. And meanwhile, this is a shitty cycle. Temperance in reverse, King of Wands in reverse, Three of Wands in reverse. Nothing starting for this person in this cycle. There's nothing good in the cycle. There's nothing balanced in the cycle. They want to feel balanced in the cycle, but the energy of balance is not here, right? Like it's like, it doesn't matter how much you impose your energy and how good you try to act, and how it's like when you're with the wrong person, right? You can act like an angel, you could be perfect, but if you're with the wrong person, that like everything that you do might bother them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I made your bed today. Oh, I don't like my bed made like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I bought you food. Oh, I hate that food, right? It's like, it doesn't matter what you do in the cycle. You're going to be met with shit. You know what I mean? This is karma, right? And that's what I mean. Like, I feel like they're going to know. They're realizing, like, again, light and dark, light and dark. We have the dark and we have the light, right? Same with this. We have the dark, right? And we have the light. And it's like, I feel like they're beginning to understand it, because we have the last card being perspective, right? And I feel like this is the most important card in the reading, because it's like, yeah, we could talk about someone going through karma, but how many times are they going to have to go through the loop? Like, how many times are they going to have to see something to actually understand it? But I like the fact that perspective comes out, because it is a sword energy, right? We have a sword, and this person, again, deals in the mind a lot. Everything is very logical. Everything's very reasonable, very masculine, right? There's no feminine energy here. It's very masculine. And I feel like they're beginning to understand with the perception card, right? This is actually like a breakthrough moment for this person. And I know, like, it's annoying, because I feel like this is Cancer's read, and I don't think this is Cancer, to be honest. Like, I feel like Cancer was the one that was rejected here, right? Like, they rejected the Empress, right? And I feel like with the perspective card, they're seeing things differently, right? They're seeing, like, again, we have this opposite energy. They're seeing, like, where they went, right, which is backwards. You see how the kid is running that way versus where they should have went, which is this way. So again, it's like the choices that you make, and yeah, what was the choice this person made? What did they not see clearly? They're seeing it clearly now, but it's only after the fact, right? Like, they betrayed themselves. And what's interesting is, like, the journey card is coming up with the child, and the child is actually coming up with these two feminine energies. So I don't know if it's like, I don't know if it's they see themselves like who they saw, like, building a family with. And again, it was just like what was easier for them and what was more logical. Again, maybe this person's like the same religion or the same culture as them, and it's just easier to have a family with someone like that. For others, it could just be a part of their inner child that they're not in tune with, and that's what caused this problem. You know what I mean? To begin with. That's why I feel like maybe there's a problem with the feminine and the masculine. Maybe it stems back from something that happened to them in childhood. But this is the reason that they chose wrong, right? Like, they blocked out a real Empress, and they chose instead a Queen of Wands. And this Queen of Wands, again, it's only going to lead to betrayal. It's only going to lead to betrayal. It's only going to lead to something imbalanced. Again, it doesn't matter how good this person acts in this cycle. It's a karmic cycle. And that's the whole point of a karmic cycle, so you can get out of it. So again, like, if you choose wrong, you're going to know you chose wrong, right? Because everything that you do in the cycle is not going to amount to anything. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, even if this person wanted a family with this karmic, maybe they can have kids, maybe they can't. That's not the point. The point is, like, what it feels like, right? Like, what you do, like, how much action you put in and what you get out of it, right? So it's, again, it's like saying, like, I bought dinner for you, and this person being like, I hate that. You know what I mean? Like, ugh, like, why'd you get that? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like anything this person tries to do in the cycle, it's not going to be met with, like, love. It's going to be met with karma. It's imbalanced. The cycle is not, it's not a good cycle, right? It doesn't matter, like, how much you work at being stable in the cycle and doing things the right way. If it's not meant for you, it's not meant for you. That's why a lot of readers are like, if it's meant for you, it will be there. And if it's not, it's not. And I feel like even me, myself, like, I see things and I'm like, damn, I wish I had that. You know, like, why did that have to get taken away from me? But there's a lot of things that we don't see and that the divine sees. And that's why they guide us away from a situation. So see how much the divine was here in the very beginning? And now the divine's like, okay, you chose that, you're on your own, right? And then, you know, until you learn your lesson, we'll come back for you. You know what I mean? We'll come back, but you need to obviously go through this, right? So yeah, Cancer, I know this isn't your read again. This is like someone else's read, I feel. Maybe this is Cancer who chose wrong. But I don't know why I don't feel like this is Cancer. I feel like this is someone you're connected to that's going through karma and who is, the divine's like, okay, go for it. You know what I mean? You want to do that, go for it. And it's sad that we learn this way, but it's actually a really good thing, because I do see this person shifting with the perception card, right? Which I don't know if they dealt with last week. I don't know if they could tell that they were in the karmic cycle. Do you know what I'm saying? But this changes everything, this perception. So I do like this. Let's see if there's any advice. So Cancer, I think it's funny that you guys got me Ocean, the Princess of Mercy. Giving is receiving. The energy of the universe is merciful. I feel like this is a lot about the divine feminine, right? Because I feel like giving is receiving. I feel like that's the yin and the yang, right? Giving is the masculine and receiving is the feminine. Again, there's a skew. This person is like maybe very, very masculine, and it could be like a feminine energy. I'm just saying, like, they only know how to work in masculine, which is giving. They don't know how to maybe receive, right? And I feel like cup energy is receiving. I mean, I feel like giving and receiving, again, yin and yang, there's a balance. And this is all about dark and light, dark and light, dark and light, mind and body, balance, balance, balance. So the fact that this person's disconnected from their feminine side is the reason why I feel like they're going through this cycle. And the energy of the universe is merciful. That's what I'm saying. I feel like the divine isn't going to let them, the divine isn't going to let them be here. Like, the divine gives us the capacity to see. So I think that that's what's the breakthrough moment here. The fact that they can see what happened, right? Like the fact that they might be able to see that they chose the wrong direction. I don't know if they're necessarily gonna, see that this is a karmic cycle. Like, I don't know if they're gonna see it the way we see it, you know what I mean? But they are gonna get some clarity from the cycle. And I feel like, again, the universe is gonna help this person again. Once they see clearly, it's like, okay, so now what? But I don't have a timeline for this at all, you know what I mean? I do know that they're into karma right now. I do think that they might be starting to see that. But I don't know how long it's gonna take this person to get out of it. I don't know if they're gonna choose to get out of it. Like, some people stay in a karmic cycle their entire life. So let's see. Maybe we'll find out next week. But I do see this person learning. So it's one thing to be woke and stay in a cycle. It's another thing to, like, I don't want to say be woke. I don't know what else to say. It's like, it's one thing to see things clearly and stay in a cycle, and it's another thing to not see anything at all. So this person is going to see it. Now it's going to be their decision if they want to stay in it or not. Right, Cancer? Like, we can't really force them to do anything. The divine can't force them to do anything. Again, the universe is merciful. They can get out of it if they want. They're going to get help if they want it. They tried to help them, though, and they did not see. It's unfortunate. Maybe it's for you to be forgiving when this person comes back. Like, I don't know. There's something about mercy, though. And I feel like that's a divine feminine thing, too. Mercy, right? Forgiveness. Cup energy. Again, very, very needed. Will this person learn? They're going to learn it, but will they change, their circumstances? We'll see. Anyway, Cancer, I love you guys. I hope this brings some clarity to you guys. I love you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.